Oracular reading for Pisces, January 2026, the Portal of Mastery. We are facing an energetic configuration that rarely repeats itself. January 2026 marks the moment when the deep waters of Pisces meet the solidity of the earth and the clarity of the air. It is the end of the era of confusion and the birth of the era of structure. Tell me in the comments which city or country you are watching this video from. Now let's put the Pisces cards on the table. The Hermit, Tarot. The Mountain, Lenormand. The Old Black Man, Umbanda Tarot. The King of Swords, Tarot. The Cassowary, Animal Spirit. Protective Herbs, Natural Witch Oracle. The Queen of Pentacles, Tarot. The Fish, Lenormand. Autumn Harvest, Natural Witch Oracle. The High Priestess, Tarot. The Whip, Lenormand. Iemanjá, Umbanda Tarot. The Magician, Tarot. The Star, Tarot. The Butterfly, Animal Spirit. On the Great Purge and Spiritual Identity. The first layer of this reading speaks to your state of being. You come from a long period of introspection, and the Hermit of the Tarot appears to validate that this isolation was not in vain. You were not just alone, you were refining your inner lantern. In January, this search ends. The light you found deep down is now strong enough to guide not only you, but everyone around you. However, the Lenormand brings the mountain. This card indicates that to embrace this new light, you will encounter resistance, external blockages that seem insurmountable. The mountain is not there to stop you, but to force you to climb higher. It demands that you leave what is heavy in the valley. If you try to carry old guilt to the top of the mountain in January, you will become exhausted. Here, the Old Black Man of the Umbanda Tarot brings ancestral advice. Patience and humility are the keys that open iron doors. This entity teaches us about the strength of resilience. While the world outside runs frantically, you are invited to sit, observe, and use the wisdom of time. The Old Black Man indicates that your motivation in January should not be haste, but precision. It is an energy of clearing paths through calm. 2. The Blue Ocean Strategy and Territorial Defense. We now enter the field of practical action and work. For Pisces, who usually navigate through emotions, the King of Swords in the Tarot is a drastic summons. January demands that you use your intellect like a sword. It's not a time to be too nice or too fluid. It's a time to be surgical. If you are in a competitive environment, the order is: study the opponent's structure, identify where logic is lacking, and fill that space with your intelligence. The cassowary from Animal Spirit reinforces this posture. In nature, the cassowary is a bird that maintains its territory with silent ferocity. It doesn't attack without reason, but if you invade its space, it is lethal. This is your archetype for January 2026. Establish clear boundaries. Don't let coworkers or family members drain your vital energy under the pretext of needing help. The cassowary teaches you to have grit and to protect yourself against emotional predators. To sustain this defensive posture, the Natural Witch Oracle brings protective herbs, such as rue or rosemary. Spiritually, you must shield your aura. The advice here is strategic silence. The less you talk about your plans and your financial life, the more protected you will be. The magic happens behind the scenes. Use the Natural Witch's herbal bath, not only as a ritual, but as a metaphor. Cleanse the expectations of others from your skin before starting the day. 3. Financial alchemy and the harvest of reality. In the material sector, January brings a promise of multiplication, but with one condition: feet on the ground. The Queen of Pentacles of the Tarot is the owner of the land. She doesn't dream of wealth. She plants, waters, and harvests. You're encouraged to focus on what is tangible. If you have debts, January is the month to sit down with the King of Swords and negotiate every penny. If you have money to spare, the Queen of Pentacles asks you to invest in assets that have real value, not in volatile promises. The Gypsy Tarot brings the Fish card, which curiously symbolizes financial abundance and the flow of goods. The combination of the Queen of Pentacles with the Fish indicates that money will flow to you through your practical work and your applied intuition. This is what we call financial alchemy, transforming your abstract ideas into products or services that people need. The Natural Witch Oracle complements this with the Autumn Harvest. This card warns that what you are receiving now is the fruit of seeds planted a long time ago, perhaps since 2012. If the harvest is plentiful, save some. Don't spend it all in a fit of optimism. Remember that the winter of the economy or personal cycles always comes, and the wise fish is the one who has a full pantry. IV, the Magnetism of Mystery and New Love. In relationships, January 2026 is a month of high voltage and mystery. The Tarot Priestess suggests that you shouldn't look for answers outside. Someone is watching you, drawn to your silence and your aura of mystery. If you are single, don't go looking. Become an inner sanctuary, and the right partner will appear, attracted by your frequency. However, the Lenormand whip warns against repetitive dynamics. If you insist on relationship patterns where there is constant conflict or emotional whipping, January will bring the peak of this stress so that you finally cut the tie. The whip represents discipline. Use it to train your own will, not to punish others or yourself. The regency of Iemanjá in the Umbanda Tarot brings the necessary balm. She is the mother of all, the queen of the salt water that cleanses the wounds of the heart. Iemanjá says, "Let the waves carry away the sorrows of the past." For a new love or a new phase in marriage to flourish in 2026, you need to stop dwelling on what could have been. Immerse yourself in the sea of acceptance. Iemanjá's energy in January brings healing to the Piscean soul, allowing you to open yourself to a union based on mutual respect and emotional depth. Rebirth and final destiny. The conclusion of your reading is glorious. The magician of the tarot appears to say that the time of being a victim of circumstances is over. You have fire, earth, air, and water under your command. In January, you discover that you possess a talent that was dormant or that you underestimated. By embracing this talent with the discipline of the King of Swords, you manifest your reality. The star of the tarot brings final healing. After years of trial and the purge of Saturn and Neptune, the star emerges as a sign that the universe trusts you. It is a period of renewed faith. You begin to believe in your dreams again, but now with a solid foundation to build them upon. Finally, the butterfly of the animal spirit seals the process. You spent months, perhaps years, in the cocoon. It was tight, dark, and confusing. But January 2026 is the moment of hatching. The transformation is irreversible. You can no longer go back to being the caterpillar that crawled and hid. The butterfly demands that you fly, that you be seen, and that you display your colors without fear of overshadowing the garden. Summary and action guide for January. To maximize these energies, follow these 3 pillars. Emotional cryptography. Don't tell anyone about your big projects until the first concrete result appears. Use the High Priestess and the King of Swords to keep your secrets guarded. Protection rituals. Cleanse your home, donate what you don't use, and take herbal baths. The physical environment should reflect the order you desire in your mind. Conscious investment. Look at your money with gratitude, but with seriousness. Honor your commitments and plan for the future with the vision of the Queen of Pentacles. Conclusion. Pisces, you are leaving a turbulent tide to enter clear, navigable waters. The year 2026 begins demanding that you be the captain of your ship, not just a passenger. With the wisdom of the old black man, the protection of Iemanjá, and the intelligence of the King of Swords, no storm can stop your evolution. The portal is open. Walk through it with your head held high. The world is ready to meet your most powerful and structured version. Spiritual message: the awakening of the captain of yourself. Beloved Pisces soul, you are crossing the portal to a new time. For a long time, you sailed in murky waters, where the line between dream and disillusionment seemed invisible. But listen to what the universe tells you now. The time of merely feeling has given way to the time of acting with wisdom. The light you sought in the silence of your own being, that lantern that the hermit helped to light, is no longer a small flame. She became your inner sun. January 2026 asks you to stop asking permission to shine. The resistances that arise in your path, represented by the mountain, are not punishments, but stepping stones. They test your strength to ensure that, upon reaching the top, you have the necessary structure to sustain your victory. Receive the ancestral embrace of the old black man and the maternal protection of Iemanjá. They whisper that the secret to your victory lies in the calmness of those who trust in divine timing, but also in the courage of those who know how to set limits. Like the cassowary, protect your sacred territory. Like the King of Swords, use your mind to organize the chaos. Honor your past, but wash away in salt water the grudges that no longer belong to you. You are no longer the caterpillar that hid under the leaves of insecurity. The cocoon has broken. With the strength of the magician and the hope of the star, you are free to be the butterfly that flies high, transforming intuition into reality and lack into abundance. Your affirmation for this month: I am the captain of my soul and the master of my destiny. I accept abundance, protect my light, and manifest my truth with structure and faith. Walk with your head held high. The universe not only observes you, it now applauds you. Thank you for accompanying this journey to the portal of your mastery. Your presence here proves that you are already vibrating in this new structure. To shield your energy and master the strategies we reveal, subscribe now, share this awakening, and leave your comment with ideas for topics you need to see here. Don't stop your evolution now. Click on the videos that appear on the screen to deepen your self-knowledge and ensure that every step in 2026 is guided by absolute clarity. Your interaction is the fuel that transforms this channel into a beacon for your soul. So participate and help shape our next content. The universe applauds your quest, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video to continue deciphering the mysteries of your destiny.